sort of in the background, it's very rude sometimes of what men do. And I've interviewed, my first book, I interviewed over 500 men throughout the country, and one guy, and it was pretty mind-boggling, said he called it for the moment. And coincidentally, he happened to go out with a girlfriend of mine, and he said a lot and then never came through. And I said to him, I have to ask you a question. And she was with me that night at the dinner while he was being interviewed, and it was way, way years after they had gone out. And I said, Laura, ask him. Just ask him why he said what he said. And she did. And she said, why were you talking the entire night about things that we were going to do? You know how men talk about what you're going to do on the next date, or, oh yeah, we're going to get theater tickets, or we're going to go to a concert, and they make it sound like you're going somewhere. And then, as he put it, for the moment, which is when he was saying it, that's how he felt. Then there were 2.5 hours after the date that the date continued on, and apparently before men go to bed at night, they sort of regroup in their head when they're watching the news or doing whatever in God's name they're doing.
Watching Sports Center.
Exactly. And he said, if I was younger, I completely would have gone out with her again. But now, which was a long time ago, he said, I was on a mission. And it wasn't going to be long-term, so I decided, after revisiting, I guess, the entire date, and probably some moronic things that she said, he said, I decided I didn't want to see her again. So here, women are thinking, okay, he said he'd call me, we were going to go do this, he asked me out for Friday night, and then he disappears. That's not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do, guys. You're better off being honest, and a lot of people do the text after the date, and don't give an I'll be in touch, because women will sit and wait by the phone. It was really great meeting you.
That's saying if you don't want to see her, I'll be in touch is too strong?
It's not true.
Yeah, might be.
I think you shouldn't say anything ever.
It's very polite. It's polite nowadays, for probably the last 7 years, for people to communicate somehow. Women should say thank you. Even if you said thank you on the date, it really is, men are waiting for it and expecting it nowadays. You send a text and you basically just say, just wanted to say thanks, I had a really nice time. If you want to see him again, because men sometimes can't read women, then you basically say, looking forward to doing it again soon. If you have no interest in him whatsoever, you basically say, thanks so much for dinner, it was great meeting you. And he'll say, oh, okay, I guess maybe she didn't like me. If, which is a whole topic in itself, you attempt to do the fake reach or offer to pay on the date, and this has been debated a zillion times.
So you're saying the fake reach is a bad thing?
Completely bad thing. Yeah. Because if you offer to pay for a date or do the fake reach, trust me, I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of men, they think you don't like them.
Janice, I can't agree with you more. I disagree with you more. Sorry, disagree with you.
I'm with you. Wait, I disagree.
And I know Janice.
Yeah.
You're disagreeing with me?
I'm disagreeing with you.
Okay, I can't wait to hear this.
Wait, what?
Go for it.
Carly, I know Carly very well. For reasons you don't want to know. But anyway. Okay, we go out for lunch as